Hey there, I am Joshua Harrell, and I am at the 2025 Roadshow. Sorry, I'm gonna mess up the words here.
No, that's okay.
It's the Thrive in 25 tour.
Right.
And we are in Minnesota at the Mall of America in the executive room.
Executive suite, executive meeting room. It's executive something, so we are already elevated.
Yes. So I want to introduce you, if you don't know her. This is Angela Larson from Princess Cruises. And Angela and I go way back.
Way back.
Yeah,
we have history.
Yeah, we have history. And we met at an industry event. It was all about social media. And I remember you gave me a hard time because I was lapping up everything. I was so into it.
If you have never seen Joshua engaged, okay, like truly engaged, it is a force to be reckoned with. There's no, like, the room could explode and Joshua would still be listening. And it's amazing to watch. But I learned from that the right questions to ask, and I don't need to be the smartest person in the room. I just need to know who is. Just saying.
Thank you for that. The way you phrased it at the time was like, you really enjoyed that more than anyone else in the whole room. And I was like, oh my God, this is the thing I've been waiting for.
Right.
And then we had a never-ending breakfast the next day.
We did.
And what I loved about that, and that's our history, but what I loved about that is we just kind of opened ourselves up to having a moment like that and getting to know each other at an industry event, very much like this.
Yep.
And friends now for years.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so Angela is not our account manager.
No, sadly, no.
But she's in the area, so she came to support us in the Thrive in 25 tour. And when she started her presentation, I mean, I know she's brilliant, but I wasn't ready for her giving the whole room instructions. And I immediately was like, okay, this is gonna be something.
Yep.
And she told everybody, you just need to grab a piece of paper. And I'm like, oh gosh, she's given us, are we gonna draw circles? Is it a Venn diagram? I don't know.
And truly, honestly, with me, you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah,
like, fair warning.
I might have been a little worried. But I knew after she shared this, I had to bring Angela on camera to talk about this for everyone, even if you are not attending this roadshow, because the advice you gave was something that I will never forget.
Oh my gosh.
I will never forget it. And you started out with, all suppliers that are going to talk to you are going to, I'm going to hand it over. You're going to say the same thing.
They're all going to get, when you go to any industry event, whether it's a trade show or something like this, they're all going to give you the same information. I mean, like let's be honest. We all have a boat and it floats, okay? So grab that piece of paper and write every supplier that you are meeting with or that is presenting, and write 1, 2, 3 underneath of that. And the challenge is as they're talking to you, okay, when they're presenting, think of 3 people that come to your mind, like, oh, this would be amazing for Susie and Jimmy and Johnny, and you write it down. Then after the day's over, maybe on your bathroom break, you send them a quick little text, quick little whatever, say, oh my gosh, I was just at this industry event and I heard Princess Cruises. We're just going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Like how we did that.
Well.
Princess Cruises talked about Alaska, and I know you guys were thinking about going to Alaska. Let's chat about this. You came to my mind. So what that does is that, 1, gives you focus, what to listen for, not kind of zone out. 2, that client or that friend feels so special that in the middle of training for industry training, you thought of them and to follow up with them. And that is, you can't buy that. Like, that is just, and it takes all of 2 minutes. And it can, better than a little text is a little voice recording or a video recording. When you're, grab the Princess Rep and say, hey, I just want to make a quick little recording. I'm just going to introduce you and say, hey, I thought of you, and then send it off. Because we all have these little devices in our pockets that can do little recordings.
Yeah. What I loved about it too is, I mean, I'm sure just listening to that, you're thinking, would it work? That seems like a lot of extra work. But I like the idea of if you take everybody that's going to speak at an event or that you're going to run into at a trade show or whatever, and you write those numbers down, it's almost, you're putting up guardrails on your creativity. I only have to think of 3 names. That's not that hard in
Right.
reality, no matter what size database you have.
Right.
That's not that hard. And if you're listening for cues that will help you create that content, I mean, that right there is, something that you can do while you're sitting in that room. It's not something that's going to take 2 hours later.
Right.
And like, I'd love the example of grabbing one of the reps from the different brands and saying, hey, I'd like to shoot a video with you, or do a voice text, like, I know this client loves Princess Cruises, like, can you say
Alaska.
something? Can you sing I love the Love Boat thing?
Boat.
Something like that. That would stand out to somebody.
It does.
And
it does.
that is, forget all the emails that you could send.
Right.
That right there is what we crave, is that personal connection.
And other people aren't going to do that, okay?
No.
They won't. So you will stand out from the noise. And granted, the first couple times you do it, it's awkward. Like the first couple times you do anything, it's awkward. But you know what? That's the habit you get into. You know, this is funny. I tell my friend this all the time. Hey, I was at church, I listened to a sermon, and I thought of how it can apply to you. So it's not about what
I'm
works
sure
for
as you
me.
were winding that up,
Yeah.
they were like, where is this going to go?
Right. But here's the thing. I was sitting there listening, and you popped into my mind. I mean,
what a human connection. What a human connection.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, it cuts through everything. And really the amount of time it takes to do this, if you just go and do it.
Right.
Don't hem and haw about it, just do it. I guarantee you, the people watching this, not everybody's going to even do this.
Right.
So even though we're sharing this tip, we know that not everybody's going to do it.
Not everybody will.
So stand out from the noise and take a tip from somebody who has been in the industry for a long time, agency owner, now working for a very reputable supplier brand that everyone loves, because it is the Love Boat.
It is the Love Boat, yeah. Well, and I can tell you that the amount of time it will take will be less than the length of this video. Just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, because I'm a little long-winded. That's what she's saying.
We both are. The never-ending breakfast that he alluded to.
It was a two-way street.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh God, I gotta get rid of Angela. No, we were.
But try it once, and maybe it's not an existing client. Maybe it's somebody you've thought about or cultivated or wanted to approach, but you don't know how to approach them about a vacation. Well, I was listening and I found out, Princess goes to Alaska, or they go to the Panama Canal, and I know that that's your bucket list. Yeah, that's all it takes. Like these things are so much easier and simpler than a lot of us we put our own roadblocks in our minds.
Yeah, we're thinking about how we would respond to something, but we've never been in that situation, so that makes it a little bit like you are putting a lot of obstacles in front of you. And even if I recommend, I'm saying, hey, I thought about you because I was listening to Princess Cruises, and that person is not going to just let that text fall flat, especially if you shot a little video, like personalized video. So maybe they're not ready for that cruise. Maybe they're looking for a smaller land destination for this year. But because you open the hailing frequencies, you get a response, and that's what we're all striving to do.
Right. We want to be noticed, just like our clients want to be noticed. Okay, that doesn't change. It's just, what do we want to be known for?
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this little chin wag with me and Angela.
So fun.
And you know what? I appreciate you so much.
Yes,
and I'm
love
so
you
glad
back.
that our paths crossed at an industry event where you made fun of my nerdiness when it came to marketing.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Well, and I'm sad that we can't do this more often, because I would love, because I have a million ideas and I have a billion things, and I'm sad that it's only this one. So, maybe at next year's roadshow.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Angela can't contain the ideas, but I think we should wrap up with a little love.
Exciting
and new.
Come
aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run.
For the record, you're the only person that would ever get me to sing. ever.
It's friends in travel.
Yep.
All right, take care of you and implement this.
Yeah.
The
it's
power
easy.
of three.
And
I'm
it's
gonna say.
free. Okay.
Free. Can't beat that. All right, take care. We'll give you more updates from the 2025 Thrive, or sorry, I keep saying the 2025, the Thrive in 25 tour.
By December, he'll have it.
By December, and then we'll be on to 26.
Yeah.
I don't get your kicks in 26. No, I think we need to workshop that a little bit.
That's a whole different level of vendors. Okay.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.
Guys, bye.